Thanks very much. A week ago tonight, this is what it looked like on I-94. Dozens of vehicles piled on top of each other. This was near Michigan City. 3 people died in that. 20 others were hurt. We've told you about the whiteout conditions many drivers experienced, how they couldn't stop until it was too late, and then the hours-long rescue to get those victims to the hospital. But there were so many stories within that crash that have emerged in the days since, and WSBT's Ted Land joins us with some of the moments that got lost in the headlines. Ted?
Jennifer, it all tells a much bigger story about how so many people came together to help under very challenging circumstances.
You probably didn't hear about the school bus driver about to finish her shift on a snowy, challenging day who got a call asking if she'd head to I-94.
And when she got there, I told her, Gail, stick with me. We're going to go up, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to do, but we need to help everybody else out there, and that's what we did.
Captain Michael Kellums and Gail Keynes drove roughly 4 miles the wrong way down the interstate to reach the crash site. They gathered some walking wounded and went right to the hospital.
We pulled the bus right up to the emergency room doors, and as the doors opened up, I saw orthopedic surgeons and nurses and administrative staff, and there's probably 30 that were lined up and ready to go to accept whatever we brought in their doors.
A lot of people, probably too many to count, helped turn the chaos into an orderly rescue. Like when the jaws of life broke down. Perhaps because of the cold, perhaps because this was a much longer operation than most.
Things just started breaking. And when you needed another tool, there was another fire department lined up to help.
And then there were the Michigan State police officers who drove into Indiana and directed traffic so local authorities could focus on getting people out of their cars and trucks. Just some of the many people who went above and beyond without hesitation.
They wanted to just simply help, to make what was very, very bad much, much better.
Captain Kellums compared last week's pileup to that incident this past summer when a boy got trapped in a sand dune at Mount Baldy along the Indiana Dunes National Lakeshore. People who owned heavy equipment like backhoes immediately came to the rescue to help dig the boy out, saving his life. We've learned that many of those same people, including people who operate cranes, volunteered their time immediately after the pileup, saying, hey, if you need us, we'll head there right to the scene and help pull out some of that wreckage so you can get to the survivors.
Unbelievable. It's a good thing they did volunteer that time, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good to see everybody chip in because help was needed, and they
Very
helped out
much,
for
yeah.
sure. Ted, thanks.
Well, bad weather.